the guns, the AA guns. How do you how do you get it to depress so far down?
So I was sitting here and my lights in my room just suddenly started flashing.
For what, Matt? I thought we weren't taking the AA guns. I thought we weren't killing it with the AA guns.
Oh, just in case your plan one fails.
Yes, I am going to have the guns ready for it in case this plan fails.
The question was, Liam, how do we get them to go down so far?
It's going to take a little retooling, I think.
You have to redo the housing on one of them.
How many of them could I get aimed down currently?
None. They only depress 12%.
But that's mostly because the housing's wrong, not because it can't do so, right?
Right.
Yeah. We got enough engineers. I'm sure we can get the housing edited for a lower depression. Yeah. Yes. No. Maybe.
You'd have to find a HAB facility or a fabrication facility to.
Oh, you mean like the one we just got?
The one that you. Yeah, one of that. No. Yeah, actually.
The one. I was about to say, you mean the one that you just told us could build an entire facility like this? Minus the
without the
weapons.
guns, but it builds the housings. Yep, you could. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll get new housings retooled, get that up and running. This facility also produced all of the equipment to build this too, the construction like drawings and stuff, as I recall, since it had all the stevedores and the like.
Yep.
Liam, I had an interesting idea to change the projection rate we had for these AA guns.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I was thinking using portals. But I don't know the timing of these said portals, so I was hoping to do an experiment if I ever get a chance.
Well, we can experiment with it, but not for this. If we don't, and more particularly, we're gonna wait on that till I have a way to produce ammo.
Oh, I thought you had enough. My bad.
I have a ton of ammo, but I'd rather not use it on experiments until, you know.
Oh, you misunderstood. I wasn't actually going to use the ammo for the experiment. I was just going to throw a stopwatch in, and then pick it up on the other side.
I can help with that experiment. Yeah.
I was just I'm more seeing the timings of it and, yeah, stuff like that.
No, I'll help you with that. But yeah, Matthew, we'll also get the AAs retooled for that as a plan B in case hunter killer droids don't work right.
Yeah.
Call me a paranoid person because I am. Also, this will allow me to threaten the night market if I ever feel like it.
So you know that AA gun you have to fix.
Yeah.
It needs to go offline while you're retooling it.
Oh, so we're gonna have a gap in our defenses till then?
Yeah, and you're gonna get 2 visitor groups.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm gonna do for that is I'm gonna have the VTOL in the area with our new pilot in it, so that we have some air coverage. And I recently got myself an automated auto cannon that I'm going to set up for AA defense specifically while we're working.
The ripple gun?
Not the. I have a couple of the ripple guns on hand as
Remember,
well.
if you deploy a canister,
I'm not deploying
permanently
it yet.
deployed.
What I'm using is the actual auto turret that was set up that shot at me. Remember? The one that was a sniper unit that shot at me.
Oh
when
yeah,
I was
that one.
one.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to go?
Hold on.
Gonna get some friends who are gonna say hi.
I just heard Coke.
Sorry, I'm back.
Did you get your Coke, Liam?
What?
I just heard Coke. That's what I heard.
You did not.
Did you get your Coke?
Coke?
You heard nothing about Coke.
Okay.
Rope-a-dope-a Coke?
I was asked if I was coming out to like this meet and greet thing with like people in town. I'm just not feeling out tonight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Did Allie tell you what was going on, Johnny?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, they've actually been clearing out my cousin's apartment all day today.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's been a fun time. Fun time. Anyway, back to other topics. So yeah, those are the defenses I have set up. I have C12 on hand. The Ranger we have set up on the main defense platform, and for the main base that we have now. And I mean, I guess I'll get the tanker set up too. I mean, we have the tank, we have the tanker. Might as well, right? Can we get a tank up there? No, we get the
It's a
tank up there
spider
with the
tank, of
VTOL.
course. It's designed to
Oh.
go on this terrain.
Yep, and yeah, so they'll be along for the ride.
Actually, a long-legged spider tank meant for extreme maneuverability. It's
Yes.
less armed than most of the vehicles of the past, but that's because it can scale mountains.
All right, so that's what I was planning to have on hand, along with like let's say 20 of the general combat units, so we have some foot soldiers on hand.
Alright, the first one is the most weird. Somebody literally hikes up the mountain carrying a large pack.
I'm going to be staring at them as they come up because are they trying to hide?
No, he's literally hiking up, and
I've got Hawkeyes, so I'm pretty sure I spot them on their way up, and I'm like, the fuck?
yeah, and he's hiking. He's got a walking stick and got climbing gear, and he's got a big pack, and he's got a messenger shirt. Like he's a delivery guy. He delivers specific messages. Like has to be hand delivered.
I'll go down and meet him.
And then you meet him, and he's like, "Whew, I thought I was gonna have to climb to the peak. Name's Jimmy
Something I could do for
from
you,
Anywhere
Jimmy.
Delivery."
Delivery?
Yeah,
For
here you
who?
go. And he kind of reaches in the pack and he hands you a letter. Oh, right, other letters too. And he kind of hands you two more. They are on this dark pitch black piece of paper, but the first one is a very official looking thing.
I take it
It
they're all
has
for me?
Medusa's signet stamped on the top of it.
Are these
The other
all
two
for me?
dark ones have a moon-looking symbol or house symbol that you've never seen before.
So these are for me. Like
Oh yeah, all three of these are for you. Mm-hmm.
well, thank you, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a card so I can use you in the future if I ever need hand
Oh,
delivery?
absolutely. You may not particularly use me. I'm just an employee. You would actually use Anywhere Delivery Services. And he hands you a card. We will get your packages wherever you need it to go and have it officially hand delivered. Could you sign this receipt for me? A receipt.
Yeah.
And he hands you a paper copy to sign, which has triplicate, and there's also an electronic copy.
Yep, I'll get all signed up.
Yeah, we normally would deliver with some sort of airship, but unfortunately, it was higher ups were like, "Well, you're gonna have to hike it, kiddo. It's not safe to send the helicopter in." So
It's not, as the AA guns are quite dangerous. I'm gonna check it. Do let your superiors know that I'd be willing to discuss a more clear airway in the future, though.
oh, gee, Willie, that they would be so excited about to hear that. Oh man, they were all really worried about the future of their business if they can't do aerial deliveries and whatnot, because that's our bread and butter in these gosh darn mountains. Let me tell you what.
Right. Well, you have a lovely day, Jimmy.
Yeah, you too. I'll see you around. Be careful up there. It's cold. Don't forget a jacket. And he kind of cheerfully turns around and kind of starts marching down the mountain.
I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna fly back up and just look at Luna. The fuck?
Hmm.
Because I assume you're helping me with this. No, but seriously, the fuck? As I'm gonna open the letter and see what Medusa's got for me.
It's an ultimatum.
Mhm.
She does not like the modifications you're making, and the way they look down over her business.
Oh, so she had the same thought I did.
Yes.
That's fair.
And while it may be a very solid solution, shelling her location and where her, where she controls her business, she does not appreciate it. So
I was
you will
planning to talk
have
to her about it
a
anyway.
no aggression armistice, and a target lock or target prevention lock installed on your gun, or any gun that faces down of a significant ordinance, or we are at war.
It's pretty fair.
I actually want to send her a response that will actually be a counter offer of actual partnership where I give her free access to the airspace, and we can discuss further details later. As I would prefer this to be, rather than an armistice, a partnership, as I do appreciate her market and the business she runs to a great degree. And I will handwrite that, call these fuckers up, and have them hand deliver it back.
Jimmy comes walking back up the mountain, not 45 minutes later, because you probably write it pretty quick.
Yeah, I will
See-
meet him at the bottom of the mountain.
Oh man, I thought I was gonna have to get my steps in today.
You're probably going to get your steps in anyway because you're going to be exchanging a lot of messages.
Well, at least I brought my bicycle.
Right.
Damn
And
good
I'll hand
bicycle.
him. I will just hand him the message and go back to what I was working on.
Actually, we need to make a couple.
I will make sure that I even mark it with my official seal as a marquee and all that jazz so that she can think about that for a minute.
You receive a message from Ranger. I see high-speed plume trails in my scope. They're about 10 minutes out. You're looking at about 14 coming from the west. High altitude. Probably
West is
suborbital.
order, right? West is order, right?
Yep.
I have returned.
Those
Can
look
you
like
eliminate?
bombers.
Can you eliminate?
No, I do not have ordnance to deal with that. They're
I'll
probably
check
going
on
to
the
try and
status.
bomb your. Yeah, that's a bombing run if I've ever seen one.
Of course it is. I'm gonna check on the status of the units of the work. How long is it gonna take?
You're not going to clear it in time. I specifically picked this right in the middle.
I'm gonna check to see if any of the other AA guns have overlapping as to where that's going.
You got two. You got two guns to try and take out 14, and
I'm gonna give it free firing permissions first and foremost.
yeah.
And
10 minutes out, the two guns immediately start to swivel slowly, and they start blasting.
well, I would have had them already on like on the intercept vector for that because I know where they're coming from.
Yeah, they're firing away once they get maximum range, and they'll shell the area. But Osprey's kind of, they got some sort of shield mechanism on the lower part of the hull. You're not gonna hit them down while they're flying in, but you can definitely blast one when they drop. They'll have to remove part of the shield while the bomb bay doors are open.
I'm gonna tell the unit, the AA guns, to hold fire, and then I'm gonna actually have have Watcher be targeting for the bombs when they first start dropping. That way we can cause a chain reaction and send the whole damn thing up.
Mm.
Is the Ranger in range though?
No, she does not have a gun that can fire on those things.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Um,
When the
other
bomb
than
bay doors
that-
open, the planes are very far away from each other. They actually start to spread out, and they all seem to be firing. They were flying in a chevron formation, and then several of them start to peel out different flight paths. And
That doesn't work for bombing, so only a handful of them can actually hit my position.
right, but there's a chevron of 5, and there's a really
Um,
big one in the front.
I'm gonna try to meet the big one head on myself in the air. I don't know
Suborbital.
Luna,
You'd have to go to stratosphere.
Luna has an idea.
what's up. Go for it.
If you
I'll take
want,
ideas.
go up there yourself. Luna will have her orbit around you to give you one of Allie's
Okay.
powers.
Actually, I was about to ask, can you give me Hayden's light jumping?
Yeah, I can actually.
Okay.
Matt, I'm gonna light jump to the right altitude and go in. I actually picked up a low O2 modifier a while ago with this intention. Funny enough.
The
There
only
is
thing I
no
was-
air.
It means I have to hold my breath for a while, but I literally picked up a low
Anti-magic
O2
fields, I'm thinking. Right?
possible.
Yeah.
Or no.
Yeah, no, these definitely do. You get
What I was thinking, Liam, was more those Allie's little shield generator thing she does, those hard mirror blades.
Yeah.
Would have been interesting on these things, but
Well,
yeah.
the problem with that is that I still have to get up to the right height.
Yep.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the assault cannon on him.
has a range of 10 meters.
I know. This is going to be a
And-
drive-by.
You pop up, and there's an individual who pops a hatch, and a man in white cloak,
Oh, this fucker.
and he holds a hand cannon, helmet on.
Mm-hmm. The man in white. Finally face to face for once, huh?
Yep. And he fires in your general direction, and the charge preemptively explodes and covers your area. And oh god, you feel like you're on fire. Hits you with a anti-magic shrapnel.
No
You know what
chance to
Liam might can
dodge?
suggest?
You're trying to do a drive-by without getting hit. You have to be within 10 meters of these
Can I still get a
subsonic
shot
ships.
off? Can I still try to get my shot off?
Oh, please do. You trying to shoot the ship, or are you trying to shoot him?
The ship. Much as I'd like to shoot him, the ship's the target. And let's not break focus.
Liam, your
Yes.
son.
That's not going to help with anti-magic. Actually, no, it is pure sun, isn't it? It's not
It
magic, is it?
requires magic to open the portal to it.
Yeah.
Is it though?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Excuse me while I buy the rest of my ballistic skill real fast.
The timing is going to be. It may not be able to be possible for you because they're going very fast. They'll be by you in less than a second, even if at your best flying speed.
Okay, I'm going to drop 5, 10, 15, 15 points on high-speed targeting as a swiftness talent.
All right.
I don't have a ton of fucking merit right now for no reason.
Okay.
Swiftness, talent, high-speed targeting. And I'm dropping 30 points on that. How do you want that to affect?
What about their? How are you going to deal with their defenses?
I'm not, because the Scraven cannon goes through all shields and armor. I'm quoting
Not
your own words on that one.
Armor and the shields. Armors have guns on them.
Except that their only response otherwise was to shoot me with a hand cannons. Don't give me that.
He's personally wanting to shoot you. That does not mean the rest of the turrets on this thing are not going to shoot you.
I'm gonna have to dodge, but first and foremost, I'm opening fire with this, and then I'm gonna have to play some silly buggers dodging. I'm going over for one rather than under, so that'll eliminate some of the issue
Yes.
because most guns are underslung.
Where are you firing on the bomber? You're going over it.
Engine from the top.
It has 8.
Cockpit then.
Okay.
Yeah, cockpit. And oh boy.
It's
Want
gonna
me
be
to
a
roll?
1d100 shot.
Cool.
Is very difficult, and it would be a minus 60 shot, but your high speed targeting will reduce it down to a minus 30.
So I need to roll below 20. Hmm.
The other bit is you're 10 meters away from a high speed subsonic ship. The turbulence.
It's about to suck. Yes. For now, I'm gonna roll the hit. And hope.
Okay.
I do at least have time to aim.
Yes, you do.
So I'm going for
Oh,
full
if you
aim.
have time to aim, then you're gonna get some gunshot at you
Oh,
from
you're
the
right.
turrets.
I'm gonna have to do this
These
super
are
last
not
minute.
human piloted.
So
What's
I'm
the
gonna
distance? What's the distance?
It's 10 meters.
10
have
meters.
that means
So
I
you
can
have a
hit.
plus 10 for short range, right?
Yep. That means I'm only gonna be able to do a half action aim because that's on my round, not on theirs. Is that still them shooting at me though? Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. First, let me finish my shot. It's a standard attack. And it's a minus 20, you said?
Uh-huh.
I pass! I
Oh.
literally just rolled that
You
off the
said 20 or less, didn't
D100.
you? You said I gave you a minus.
Well, no. I just did half action aim, standard attack, short range.
No. Yeah, you'll
We
blast the
haven't been
cockpit.
using standard attack bonuses at all this
We have
game.
not.
Yes, we.
And we really should be.
Yes, we have.
No, we haven't.
I have.
No, we haven't.
So, these are flat guns.
Yeah, let me roll the damage for mine while you're shooting me.
Roll it, confirm the crit.
How do you want me to confirm? Just roll the 10?
Yeah,
Just explode it.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
But yes, it does ignore all armor and shields. You said that specifically, and
Did
I
you
will hold
include
you
your
to it.
extra 1d10?
You did.
No, this is my new. That's like the new. That's the first attack I've gotten off too. So hit my fast approach. That's an extra 4 damage.
Roll stealth.
Yep, and immediately drop into stealth. I assume you want me to roll a D100 on stealth for what I'm up against, right? Matt.
You're getting shot first, then you can roll stealth after.
Oh, that was 3 hits, right? Or 4? What's that
3
first one?
hits. The first one, you're getting pretty much domed by a flak shell directly to your skull.
Good
So you got
gods. Okay, dodged the first one. I assume these are all D100s, yeah?
You are not dodging. You are aiming.
You've always allowed us to dodge, Matt.
Dude, you choose to aim and wait for this thing to go by. Are you going to be able to aim while trying to line up a shot on a subsonic ship flying by from 10 meters?
Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to deal with it then.
Yep.
What's the damage?
All right. To your head.
Wait, is it a laser
go-
weapon or a flat cannon?
Oh, these are flak shot. These are flak rounds. These are
Why?
shrapnelized.
That is extremely uncommon on anything resembling a flying unit, because that ammo's heavy.
It is heavy. These are that's where they're got
Alright,
8
go
engines.
for it. Yeah. Alright, I'm going off to see the red sun.
Yeah,
No.
just clonk.
Did the big bomber go down?
No, but you get to see a splat of pretty much the entirety of the cockpit is on fire, and you guys see a plume of smoke and bombs fall, but they not the full ordnance load as they have to peel the ship off.
And the AA gun was set to shoot the bombs, so
Yeah, you take out 2 of the escorting bombers, but 2 of the 4 payloads from the big bomber drops, and
that's why they're
I
shooting
should
the
have this.
payload.
I know. Da-da-da-da-da.
That fucking AI better be worth it, considering you keep toting it up as a shoots
Yes,
orbital
he
shit.
is. Okay. It does shoot these big honking barrels from the sky. They look like big old cylindrical canisters that are the size of trucks, and those are not hard to hit. What it does do is, well, completely knocks out all electronics across the mountain range that are not shielded.
So my AA guns are fine because they're of course shielded.
Anything that's not turns off.
Are the old world
They
equipment considered shielded?
some of them. Your robots are not shielded good enough against this, so you'll have to fix those. Your any turret is offline. Mines are offline. Yeah, pretty much anything that's not a shielded installation. Yeah, the blast goes off and EMPs the entirety of the area. What's really bad is while most of your stuff is operational, most of the kingdom stuff in this area completely knocked out. In fact, you get to watch as the lights
No, I don't.
start to drop. Oh yeah, you're
No.
dead. Luna, you get to watch as the rest of the kingdom, all the lights start to click off in large sections across the entire territory.
Hmm.
Luna, could you reboot the robots while I'm going to see the red sun?
There
Also,
are
I'm going to see. Oh, fucking
two,
son of a bitch! I know who I'm about to go see again.
there are 2 successful bombers that dropped their payloads. I need to see where they land.
My shit's okay though. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. When is the castle?
Loneliest number.
2
I'm
is
just trying to figure out how they knew that I was doing this in time to be able to fucking do something about it.
Spies?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't tell anybody.
Spies.
Apparently.
They know you better than you know you.
Somehow.
There was also communication happening. People knew what we were doing, so
No. I didn't tell anybody.
You don't tell your
The
team
only-
when you go out on these adventures?
Well, I told you guys, but I didn't tell anybody else.
Your
You guys
adventures
guys.
are highly. Anything you guys do involving the old tech is highly monitored, and the queen told you specifically there are going to be a lot of eyes on you now, so be very careful.
Whatever. I did what I could to prep for this. I had other AA guns running. I had the VTOL in specifically as air cover, but apparently it couldn't do anything about this shit.
The VTOL is not meant to deal with bombers.
I know. Well, bombers are big, heavy, and slow, so pretty much
They're
anything
out of
can
the
deal with them.
VTOL's operational range. That VTOL is not meant for space combat. You'll have to get something.
You mean that VTOL that you told me was meant to bring people to suborbital? Aight, Matt. Aight.
That
The
one? Are you
supersonic
sure? I
suborbital.
told the pilot is able to do that, but I don't.
No, this was one of the you told me this is one of the transports that was supposed to bring people into orbit to
All
get
right, fair
them
enough.
out.
That thing is not able to keep up with bomber planes.
Bullshit.
Nope.
I'm calling bullshit on that because this is literally a supersonic vehicle. And you said specifically these bombers were subsonic. That means
All right,
it's faster, it can go higher, and it is loaded with las cannons meant for anti-armor. That was on the list of the weapons for it. It should have
Do you
easily
want
been
to
able to
fight
take these.
the bomber squadron with your one VTOL? I'll leave that up to you. Do you want to fucking take
I
your
just-
VTOL and fight?
I just wanted it to thin them out. I didn't want them to take all of it out because it's working with AA guns in passive.
Let me ask you, do you want to fight the bomber squadron with your VTOL? Your choice. I'm asking you now. It's 1 ship versus 5. And you don't know if they have fighter support.
I do know if they have fighter support because I would have already seen them. They don't. In fact, I just got up an up-close personal look at them. They don't have fighter support. Because they assumed we didn't. I presume. Unless there's vehicles you're not telling me about in your description set.
The only vehicles that were reported to you were the bombers because they leave massive plume trails. And they did not have a cloaking field. So, up to you. You want to send a ship response of 1 to fight a bomber squadron.
I at least wanted to get a better scout on it.
Scout, perfectly fine. Do you want to engage, though?
What info does the scout bring back?
You mean your pilot?
Yeah, yes. What does he report? She report? They report back when they do a scout of the bombers.
I does not detect any additional ships, but that doesn't mean they're not there. I could make a bombing run, but they have a lot of guns. I could probably wing one of them really, really bad. But
I'm gonna tell her to damage 1 when it's dropping its bombs, and that's it.
She will get shot at trying to do the approach. Do you authorize?
Yeah, I'm gonna trust her to be able to outpilot a order pilot.
Oh no, it's not the order pilot. These are automated guns.
Definitely gonna have Skywatch support her.
All right.
But I do want to make this hurt. If they're gonna hurt me, I want to hurt them. All right.
Plus, Olin might be dead here.
Well, I know who I'm about to take on because I've rolled 63 several times.
I just, as a warning, Liam, they get worse every time.
I'm fully aware.
Yeah, okay.
Unless I can't re-roll.
No, you can't.
I don't have a face point, is why.
Yep. And you had to burn it the last time you did this. Olin, you might be dead here.
Last time it was actually lust that made me burn, not this one. And that's because I rolled like trash repeatedly.
You might have to reroll here. That'll be amusing.
Why are you doing all 4 when they spread out?
There were 14. 5
There
are still
was
in a chevron.
5.
There are 5 left. Dude.
Why do you keep adding more to it?
No, I told you there were 14 initial plume trails. All but 5 peeled off for their individual targets. 5 remain for the main bombing run with the lead bomber as the lead plane, which is.
I only care about the one that's hitting my AA guns. Are any hitting my AA guns?
No, they're not hitting your AA guns at all.
Oh! I don't give a fuck then.
Okay.
Never mind. Fucking hell, Matt.
It looks like they are, but the bombing run. Do you still want to send your VTOL up?
Not if they're not hitting my shit. I assume they're hitting infrastructure for the kingdom then, right?
Oh yeah. All right, so bombing run 14d4. They hit a lot of military structure. Holy crap.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, so basically we got 1 is the castle. They hit 3 parts of the castle. 2 on Aurelia's Rest. Somebody roll me 2 luck.
I'll roll 1.
28.
Nice. So nice. 3 was farmlands. You guys lose a good chunk of farmland. Mostly, holy crap, they take out all sorts of just military substructure. And anything else that's on turns off.
Well, that sucks for the people that own
You
this.
did get 3 of their bomber planes though, as they leave. Like oh gosh, nope, those AA guns rip into them hard.
Wait, if these things were shielded enough not to be able to go through the AA guns like this before this, why didn't they?
The Order always tries to overcome the current defense structure. They're actually the ones who push progress the most because they have a society which is run like a machine would be. So this is probably a new technology, that shield unit that they put on these bombers.
I brought that up the other day. Yeah.
You also see multiple sunlight hits come down. Only one other bomber goes down. The rest, shields take it.
Okay.
You get a
Oh.
quick communication.
That means that this was going to be done whether I did this or not, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay, what's the communication?
It's a personal communication from a private line. You recognize this one. You've only used it once, and it was given to you by the one who gave you your title.
Yeah, I'll answer it.
You get a video communication. A very bloody and battered queen kind of looks at the screen. I hate to bother you at this moment in time, but the castle's on fire. Is there any way I could get some help by chance?
Yes.
What time is it?
Yes, you can. Actually,
Um,
wait. First, Matt, I have a death thing to go through.
Yes, I expect you'll live though.
I don't know.
I
Can I?
expect you.
Hey, Luna, can I borrow a fate point to reroll what I'm up against?
Do you
I
have
to
any
buy
fate
one.
points left?
Yeah, I have to buy one.
Oh, maybe
Fuck.
not.
Yeah, no, it's self-loathing again. I mean, mind you,
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, arrogance again. Mind you, here's the thing.
No,
What, 63? What is it?
superiority complex.
Yeah, that one. I've faced this 3 times now.
Third time's the charm. You're going to die.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm looking. Is there any fate points I could borrow from somebody?
We used all of them up earlier
I
today and
did
yesterday.
give you 40 and 40. That's enough to buy a fate point.
I just have
Not
enough
after I've already spent it.
to buy another fate point for you.
Only if you're willing to, because I'm not going to ask it, because that's so much shit into fucking fate points, and you have
It
better
really
things you
is.
can spend your merit on.
And you do.
All right. I know to buy it. All right.
Unless you can steal one from Divida.
I can steal them, but did Allie use any in her session? Is the question.
Not really. No. Not a
No.
single one.
She didn't.
I'm gonna borrow a reroll from her.
Yeah, it's going to be sent your way.
All right. So you find yourself
hold
in
on.
the red sun.
I'm borrowing a re. I'm gonna reroll the red sun I'm up against.
Oh. Okay.
59. So it's somebody else.
Oh, by inches. By inches, is it something else?
All right. What am I up
You almost
against?
rolled the same thing. That'd have been hilarious.
If I had, I would have just thrown up my hands because this is just like.
All
I mean,
right.
at this point, I actually think that this Ickley superiority is self-defeating itself because every time I face superiority, I come more and more focused on the fact that I am not superior to anything.
Okay. This one's pretty straightforward.
What am I up against?
Gluttony and consumption.
Oh.
It just kind of meets you. You kind of look at each other, and it's like you, really young you, who is huddled over a bunch of food, but it's you who got beat up and kicked around without all the feathers, and you're huddled around your piece of bread, but it's a whole bunch of bread. And there's a couple dead other kids around him, or knocked out. You can't immediately tell at first glance, but
I'm gonna look at it. You serious right now?
hey, my food.
I gotta check to see if I have any food on me.
I mean, did you die with any food on you?
I mean, I probably usually have something to eat somewhere. I just want to give it food.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Snack.
gonna take the food away from it. I'm gonna take the
No,
food away from it.
fine. Comes over and starts shanking you on the leg with a rusty piece of metal.
I just gotta like kind of gently move it away, take away the food, and go distribute it to somebody else.
Okay.
Weird shit.
You find yourself falling in the sky.
Ah! And then I'll open wings and start flying again as I'm like, status, everybody.
Your gun's gone. Your assault cannon's gone.
Oh, I thought everything resets when you die.
Some things reset when you die.
What are you talking about resetting?
Scraven is a old world device.
My assault cannon didn't reset with me when I died.
It's an old world device. It's not infused with magic. In fact, it was.
In that case,
Well-
it's not even there with you.
Nope. Well, no, I've already gotten through because it was gluttony, and that's not a big sin for me.
Oh, you
No.
re-rolled? Oh,
Yes.
wow.
I got gluttony instead, and
You
when-
passed it in the time it took me to go pee.
Yes, because
Man.
okay, you want to know what it was? There's little me huddled over a bunch of food and going, "It's all mine." So what I did is I took it and I gave it to other kids.
Huh.
It's like
Gluttony
when
and consumption is going to be probably pretty easy for you guys because you're orphans. You know what it is like to starve.
yeah. Hayden, it's kind of like when Hayden went up against Survivor's Guilt and basically just rolled command to uplift them. Basically that.
I see. Well, nice.
It was dumb. All right, Matt. I'm walking away. I'm flying away. It's fine. It's fine. We have more guns than we have ammo for the damn things. Tell
What's
me
the
I'm
t-
wrong.
What's the temple hit?
Probably.
They have magic for that, though.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, we literally have paladins in the temple, so I don't
So-
know if they would have risked a bomber running over it.
So looking at how the bombers came in and the tech and shit for them, I'm pretty sure this was planned before I took down the AA gun. I don't think this was a consequence, more
So-
a coincidence.
Another question, though, is what time is it, Matt? When the queen, sends this message.
About 30 seconds after the bombs fell.
No, I mean, what time of day, sorry.
Twilight.
Twilight. I will make my way over and move the flames higher with my magic.
Do you know where that is? You've never been to the Queen's Castle. None
So
of you have besides Olwen, but he was teleported.
I had to take a thing back as well.
Let's step back then. I apologize.
So-
Owen, if when you can bring me over, I'll stop the fire from burning down.
So first and foremost, I'm gonna see what's going on. Get the call from the queen, be like, son of a bitch. I'm gonna call C12 and be like, C12.
Mm.
I want you to get the unit. I want you to get the units on the hill with the AA gun back up and running. I want the AA gun up and running as soon as possible. You understand?
Roger.
Bring in new units from the facility if you have to. Fly them in if necessary. I want it done ASAP.
Roger.
And as I'm flying down, I'm going to be like, I'm going to suddenly remember I still have somebody's light powers and teleport myself down. And I'm going to be like, Luna,
Yes.
shit. Got a castle on fire. You ate fire before, right?
Yeah. No. Whose castle?
The queen's. Come on. I'm gonna grab you and we're gonna go on a trip on a magic market shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's takes a little bit to get there, but after a little bit of movement
I
around.
mean, it's based on line of sight, right?
Yes.
So I'm in the air. I have hawk eyes, and I can teleport to where I can see.
Yes.
I think I can make pretty good time.
Oh, you make great time. And you
Okay.
get to go and see the main castle is on fire, and a lot of it's missing.
They don't have a standard paladin that sticks by the castle as a royal guard.
They do.
Yeah, he might be dead.
They have a lot. But yeah, no. The problem with order weaponry is if you attack them
It's
midair,
all anti-magic.
it's all anti-magic. And
I
they
noticed
also
that
have
even
secondary
the AA
charges if you hit them
gun
midair, because they're known for that shit.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, Luna, please start with the fire.
I'm
You
just
actually
gonna
see a
go.
lot of paladins coming over and just sucking whole parts out of the fire and kind of cutting people out of the rubble. And you're not alone. There's a lot of rescue effort going on.
Yeah, just
But
more or less channeling myself and Jenny at the same time. It's just how I was just gonna go.
I'm
Those
going
two combined.
to seek out the queen in the meantime. I'm not
Okay.
gonna wait for I'm not gonna wait for the fire to be put out for that.
Sure. You guys get to the queen. There's a blasted out window, and the queen's just kind of sitting there in her chair, all as far away from the fire as she can get. She has a scotch in her hand, as she literally can't leave. It's either that or jump out the window, as the whole other part of the room burns.
I'm gonna land next to her, Your Majesty.
Thank you. Thank you for your timely efforts. My study's
Yes,
on fire.
indeed it
My
is.
books.
I have an unfortunate report to make as well. If you do not,
Mm,
well, first, do you mind if I touch you and carry you out of here?
uh,
With your permission? Yes.
I suppose.
And I'll pick her up and I'll be like, do have an
Don't forget to
unfortunate,
get that bottle right there. That's the last one.
and I'll grab the bottle too, I guess. I'll be like, I do have an unfortunate thing to report. The Order seems to have developed a new shield technology that my AA guns can not actually pierce.
It was about time.
Yes.
Hmm.
So that's bad. I have, however, secured quite a few assets for fighting the ground troops.
That's why they're going to shell us into oblivion.
Indeed, ma'am. Indeed.
But I guarantee you, because I was watching the reports, they lost 3 of the 14.
They did, yes. I made sure of it.
Which I guarantee you those are going to be irreplaceable. Because the reason why check this out. She kind of holds out a tablet and she pulls up a video clip of the incoming bombers. They're slower than they usually are. I mean, there used to be Mach 4.
Supersonic.
Yeah, they used to be Mach 4. These are subsonic because they are heavy. Those are probably tuned up engines too, so these suckers probably had a hard time getting off the ground even. And check out the bomb bay doors. You did a really good job hitting that bomb bay door, but look at the amount of ordnance that thing had. You're looking at thousands of carpet bombs.
Oh, yes.
So by the time they dropped all these high V shells, and you see check this out. She pulls up another clip.
I imagine she's
Bunch of her
showing this to me as I'm flying her out.
Yeah, and she kind of holds up another video. A bunch of her paladins form rank, and they actually form an AA gun, basically stations with some sort of crystal assist. Every time they hit one of the shells, it breaks the outer casing off and splits into cluster bombs.
Indeed, my own units reported such.
Yeah, so while I have really, really powerful paladins, they don't really do well with bombs at twilight, for one, because our powers wane at night. Some of us. I know you have a very particular paladin that does not apply to, which is really incredible. Wish we had more of you because we could have avoided a lot of it. But the hardest part is during this transitioning phase, they coat their ordnance in whatever that anti-magic powder is, which makes it really hard to find. It's also pitch black. So
I'm
what
working
happens
on
if
it.
you can't see them or detect them?
I'm working on it, ma'am.
Right. So order's getting nasty. Don't like it.
Yes, Your
I
Majesty.
might have to. You know what? This is actually a blessing in disguise.
Oh yes, ma'am. We have found ourselves with a rather particular situation in that those were not normal bombs, Your Majesty. They were EMP.
Oh, the ones in the sky? Yeah, no, that was bad. Fun bit
Well,
here. Silver lining. I get to declare martial law.
yes,
uh,
Your Majesty. Also, the houses have just lost anything they pulled out of the old tech facilities too, as any of them will need repairs to be reactivated.
well, I'm not completely worried about the old tech stuff. I'm more worried about the
Everything else?
ranks of knights they have. They have a lot of soldiers. And I guarantee you, the army, with their basic standard equipment, none of that's knocked out.
Oh
They've
no.
used assault rifles and basic armor and walkie talkies.
Walkie-talkie's not working.
Yeah, but they'll probably pull more from storage. We have a lot of them.
Oh, it's just the batteries that are fried anyway.
Yeah. The knights are the ones I'm worried about. The
Indeed.
elite troops, the ones with power armored assist, those are like next. Oh man, that I'm super stoked about that because those are nasty, especially with the hover bike
Hmm.
cavalry. Well, if those were
Oh
not in a
yes.
shielded bunker, those are gone too. So that means all transportation is down to animal speed. So rams, maybe some horses, but mostly those slow as shit rams.
I imagine this is around the time we're landing outside and I'm setting her down.
Yeah. Yeah, she's completely just chattering on and on and on. So I get to declare martial law if I potentially have a force of my own, which I do, but I understand that you might have some supplementary troops. If I can show force, um, then no one really can contest me on martial law, and the movement has to pass, which means I'm in charge of everything until this crisis is over. And from what I understand, this is not going to be the first pass of those bombers. So
Unlikely.
they're probably going to retune those machines and fix that Bombay door crap, that vulnerability.
It will take a little bit of time as their lead bomber was also very badly damaged.
That's good news. That is really good
I
news.
I know that for a fact as I went to see the Red Horizon insuring, so
You know what? Hold on. There's a box at my desk in the place you just took me from. There's a box of medals in there. Grab one of the with the silver moons for meeting the enemy bravely and delivering a catastrophic blow to the command structure. I don't know. Grab some medals. I don't know. Distribute to them, your friends. We gotta we gotta start making you look really official and shit. So
Yes, Your Majesty. Unfortunately, I do know the officer in charge of this did not perish in the assault, as it was the man in the white cloak. I forget his name, Matt.
He doesn't. That's it. He doesn't have a name. You guys have only known him as the man in the white cloak.
You finally got to see his face though, so that's cool.
No,
Nope,
he had a
I saw
helmet
his
on.
helmet.
Oh,
Yeah,
still helmet. I'm
you were the
one that
only one who's
Yep.
seen his face.
Yep.
Anyway,
Olwen's seen it too because she showed the vision.
It change perspective.
Yeah,
Oh,
never looked at it. Yeah, Matt and I talked about that too.
Yeah. Nope, I haven't seen his face, but I can be like, he was a man in a white cloak. I don't know his name, but I do know he's their officer in charge of special operations.
Yeah, that's bad. If he's leading this personally, uh, this martial law needs to go in effect now, because if I can't regain control of all of this and pull our assets all together, we're gonna get bombed into oblivion. Like literally, he's gonna bomb us out of this mountain,
Yes, ma'am.
and the only thing left will be your AA guns, and he's gonna hit those next. Because I don't think he expected to lose any of the bombers in such a coordinated air coverage with the AA gun. So you're probably going to get sappers and demo specialists and saboteurs sent to those sites. So secure them as best you can.
I'm
I will
already.
help you with this because if I have martial law, I can actually order platoons of knights to secure these facilities too. So,
I can
and I can
have
assign a
them.
paladin or 2 paladins per AA gun to defend it.
I can have the troops marked as non-hostile,
Please
though
do.
they will be warned if they find any access to the deeper facilities. They should not enter them by any means.
Um, you're going to have to trust some of them. I know this kind of will grate on you hard because you're going to
Your
have to give them
Majesty, we are being bombed currently.
Oh, great. You're not one of those guys who's like, I don't care if it's the end of the world. My shit is my shit. Oh, okay, good. This is good news. Okay. Whew.
are you
Besides
going to
that, none of them.
explain to her that it's because of the viruses and Balgrims in there?
I don't think it really matters. If they
You
go
know what?
down there, they deserve what happens to them.
You know what?
She's
That's
more,
fine.
she's more worried about securing your AA facilities. That's step 1 after getting martial law enacted.
Yeah, that's my concern too.
Hmm. Um. Hmm. Fortunately, most of Aurelia's final rest is still okay. The temple took a big hit, but I mean, it's designed to take a heavy hit. It's a big ass target. It's really hard to miss for anyone who can hit the broadside of a barn. But it's
More
also built
impressive.
robustly. It's an ironstone. Like, come on, most of it is. Also protected by all sorts of old world force fields, which do really good against order stuff. So they'll probably have some minor superficial and maybe some minor structural damage, but they'll fix that. You might want to check your warren. I don't know how much of the bombs spread.
I'll check on them in a minute. Right now, I have bigger concerns, unfortunately.
Matt, I have 3 orbits in the Warren. No.
They're all fine.
Okay.
The orchard got hit though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck.
Matt,
Hmm.
I am going to send a message for the hunter drones for their targeting units to be transferred up to the AA guns, though, so they can start picking out stealth units and get better targeting.
Yeah, they move over.
I'm also going to have extra ammo distributed to the AA guns that are on that side, so that we can have a
Yeah.
more concentrated barrage.
You were also like kind of sneakily pulled into an alleyway, and Andrew's like, "Okay, you're alive.
Yes.
You're alive.
Well,
Whew.
I'm alive
Shouldn't
again.
snuck in. It's all on fire. There's so many paladins. Oh man, but I had to know. Had to know.
The Order is planning to launch another assault soon on my AA turrets, though.
Oh, don't worry. If they're gonna attempt to attack during the transition from light to day, yeah, we're a little weak individually, but my dad doesn't like getting bombed either. In fact, he's more offended than your queen is right now. Like
Yeah,
really, really, really mad.
You'll be happy to know that I shot down 3 of them.
Oh, that's not going to be good enough for him.
Oh no, but it's a start.
Dad wants to know 3 really weird questions.
Go ahead.
A, what are things that he's offering a olive branch, but the olive branch is kind of on fire and it has really prickly thorns. Fortunately,
I
they're
had a
not
gesture
poisonous,
at the
but it's
castle. Everything's on fire right now.
no, I'm talking about it's a
I'm kidding, Andrew.
thorny on fire olive branch.
Tell me what he's asking and what he's offering.
If by chance he could send some sort of troops to keep an eye on some important structures, his words, where might they be located so the world doesn't explode from raining ordnance?
I will give him the locations, the AA guns that need protecting. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do all of them though, because unfortunately I don't trust the order not to start hitting other locations.
Mm. Great. 2, when Dad gets really angry, he tends to completely exert his indomitable might over all the creatures of the night. If you had to pick a legendary beast for him to completely dominate and subvert to his war efforts, what would be your recommendation?
That's a harder question to answer. We have to
There's quite
deal
a
with
few of them.
we have to deal specifically with the order in this particular front. So concerning ourselves with light-based magic isn't the concern, but rather creatures that can handle mundane things in a mundane way.
Ever King.
What was that recommendation, Johnny? I'm not at my computer.
Oh, I was just thinking the other Sun Eater that's cursed might be.
No, I'm still planning to kill that.
So
just-
Scavenger
Andrew?
King, he says.
The what? What is
Scavenger King.
What is the Scavenger King? I actually don't know what
It's
that is.
the legendary alpha of all scavengers.
Oh, hey! I remember hearing about him when I was a kid because we planned to try to hunt him down.
No, that was just a normal alpha that
Oh.
lives in your castle dungeon. Like, this is literally, he owns and controls all scavengers across the land.
Oh, that would cause merry hell on the order. They would never expect that either.
Yeah, I mean, they're weak, but I mean, when the scavengers start poking through your stuff and stealing your supplies because you left it out, and yeah, it would stop ground troops by a significant portion because they'd be out of supplies.
Shade assassins would work fantastically as well as the order is probably going to be sending
I
saboteurs
don't
next.
want Dad to subvert shades. He gets
Weird about them.
no.
Murdery,
To
dark,
control
creepy.
that type. Right, Dad at least has some sort of like emotion. He doesn't express it, but he does have some sort of humanity still. The moment he starts to forcibly dominate the darker, emotionless, killing shadows, he becomes kind of like them.
Right.
Kind of don't want him to lose his humanity in time of war. Because if the war ends, he's going to go, you know what? Guess who's vulnerable? Screw the truce. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Not doing that. Scavengers it is.
Yeah. Either that or the Wolf King.
Shrouded wolves might do a decent amount here.
Well, no. All wolves. Keening wolves, weeping wolves, shrouded wolves. Even you can basically say the Rippers are technically wolves. They're subspecies. It would be a significant armed force, but they're a lot easier to deal with because you just shoot them. They're a lot easier to shoot than scavers who skulk about. But
No,
we could
we're
really rip into them.
I already have people that can deal with mass troop movements. I need tiny things that can get in where other things can't.
Scabbers it is. Okay. Third question. Hmm. Okay.
You
You're
don't
not
like
gonna like it. You probably have a plan. Dad
Go for it.
might allow a pro tem engagement to me, but that can be broken off if one of the parts of the okay, it's an engagement contract rather than a formal one because we kind of needed some sort of tie between the light and day. But there's so many clauses in it that you would most likely breach that would null the engagement, but they'll be overlooked in times of war.
So he wants to get us engaged purely so he has an excuse to open up diplomatic ties with the daytime.
During times of war, but that will immediately, be scrutinized and interpreted just the way they need to be to cancel it when it's most convenient.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so burning thorny olive branch. Yeah. My sister's excited though. She loves war. Crazy bitch.
Tell your father I accept all three.
Okay, that went a lot easier than I thought.
Sweetie, I'm going to put a hand on his cheek. I love you, but I'm a pragmatist too.
Okay, well, I gotta do this. If you accept all three, he holds out a marriage, the engagement contract, and he goes,
I'm going to read it over. Or I'm going to have the
Okay.
AI look it over.
When you kind of grab it, he takes a knee and he proposes to you.
You know, somehow I always knew that you would propose to me when I was standing in the middle of a burning castle.
I know it's bad timing, but I really, really.
I
love
think it's
telling
kind of romantic. I accept, as I will read over the contract.
you. Oh, great! All right, I gotta run this back. Oh yeah, it's all sorts of shitty wording, very vague. Oh man, this is like.
I'm going to get it fully logged.
Okay.
Like, I'm actually having the AI scan a copy so we can pick through it in detail.
Oh, yeah.
Should one individual do unto themselves or others disrespect in a time of peace?
In the form of forgetting the placement of one's silverware.
No, that's too specific. They have to leave it vague so that disgrace can be anything they so please.
Oh yes, that means I just need to
Including the
complete.
placement of silverware.
You see, one just must keep things going until the marriage is actually completed, and then that's it. It's done. They can't undo it. Fuck them.
Yeah, there you go.
Unless they get it annulled.
Yeah. So,
Well, before we continue on too much further along this, I think this is a good time to have a discussion with you, Matt. Me and Liam were bringing this up earlier and going into some detail about it. Johnny, you weren't here for this, unfortunately. I would have loved to have your opinion.
my.
We were discussing the future.
Oh, future.
The current plot line is very, very, very obviously leading towards confront the Order, probably sooner rather than later. Build up war supplies, attack, defend ourselves, then maybe go in for an assassination. And at the rate it's going, we won't even make it through the temple graduation before we're literally embroiled in this war and prep for it. And consolidating our positions and getting noble titles and working with the kingdoms in the neutral territories. And is that where we want to go? For me and Hayden, at least, we were expecting to graduate from the temple, maybe go have some fun going around the kingdoms, talking to the kings there, learning stuff, adventuring, doing some questing. And then in roughly 10 years or so, after we've gotten ourselves leveled up, come back and do a attack on the Order. At the rate things are going with Olwen's plotline specifically, which is the main plotline of the stories, and his decisions affect us, like I said, we're going to be fighting before we graduate. much less in a 10 years
Defending
time.
yourselves and reestablishing your defensive situation is one thing. Actually, fully engaging the order in their home territory is a completely other thing. Like,
But I mean, defending ourselves and entrenching our position here, that's a never-ending job. By the time we have a satisfactory wall, we'll be prepared, or they'll have some other thing that's, oh, the nukes are coming out, that requires our attention. I would love to explore the kingdoms for a while before we go to bed straight to the main boss.
figure out how you can leave it in the hands of others. Like, I know things are advancing, but that is the way of things. And yes, you'll be able to explore if you so choose it. If you want, you could just leave. I mean, there's the Eastern realms over there.
I mean, I was deeply considering it, staying until graduation and then leaving. Maybe taking Flock along with me.
Flock is not allowed to go fuck all anywhere. He's in the army.
He was raised by Paladin Richards. You think he's gonna care? He's never gonna have any superior position because they don't like him good enough.
Well, the difference between that, I mean, yeah, maybe not a superior position, but I mean, anything can happen in the game. So,
I mean, right now he's on the route to become a paladin, not a knight, a paladin.
I'm sure he'll get there.
That's that's a military position, right?
If you become very adept in foreign politics, then they're going to send you out. So, do your research, talk with merchants, try and get, the gist.
That's working for the kingdom, sending us out?
Yeah, they have foreign relationships all the time. I'd be an ambassador.
I could just walk out and go be my own person, work for the guild.
You have a lot of freedom. Flock, unless he wants to just remain a knight and then pay for his tutoring, which, I mean, you guys can't afford it, but knight training's not free unless it's from Richards. You can't get any official titles. You can't get any official anything. You'd be what they call an empty knight. You have no house, no honor, no title, no nothing. It's not officially recognized because you have to go through a system. It's even worse if you go to try and become a paladin because they actually have you sign stuff. So,
like you're working for this kingdom because we trained you in this kingdom.
Decide to try and leave before you pay up your side of the bargain. They send someone to steal all of your light from you forever. Like,
so there are no free paladin agents.
There are no free paladin agents. No.
Huh, that's interesting to know.
Unless they retire, anyway. I don't think.
Even then, they're still held within the kingdom as teachers.
Then I guess it's main plot line. It is because we're all too tied in here.
Yep.
You're pretty much the only one that doesn't have ties here, man.
I have ties here, Sonyeris. I can just leave them because I'm not contractually obliged by the state to be here.
I was thinking more the pack, but yeah, that too.
Well,
anyway, you can continue with dealing with the night court stuff. I just wanted to bring that up.
True, but you'll have to create a moment of peace. Go back to school once you've survived. If you do this right and work with the queen, you'll get a lot more freedoms because she's in charge. And if you make it so that the other families can't take her power back, she's definitely on your side. Even so much so that she could possibly relieve Flock of his contractual duties. or give him a really vague, open post, like wandering ambassador for the queen of the Eastern Kingdom. Like she can do that type of really weird crap. So and that way you can just kind of be like, yeah, as long as I send a report back occasionally. Like it's not all bad.
It's not bad at all. It's just not what I was planning.
You know what? Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
Explosions, man.
This entire thing that we're about to go through is nothing I was fucking planning. I was planning to not do anything of this nature for at least another 3 years at minimum.
I was hoping for All Out War to happen in 10 years or so.
Oh, it probably will, especially if you guys are going to look for it.
I don't want to.
All right. You guys chat. I'm going to go look for food.
I really did not want to be fighting the Order already.
Well, it's happening.
Ah.
They're bombing us. We have to fight back. We're probably going to have to quit school to ensure that we do so successfully.
I'm not thrilled. This was not the plan, damn it.
Nope. We could always leave. We could just go.
You can.
All of us. Just quit all your responsibilities. You're not marrying Andrew Flock. You're not a paladin. Let's go, boys. No, I know. You're all too tied in, and I'm not going to leave you guys. Not yet. Maybe I might. I've been considering a sabbatical.
It's up to you, man. But as it is right now, like, even on a character growth wise, this is what Olin wants. Like, she doesn't even give a shit. Like, the only reason you want to know why she even wants like the noble title and shit, so she can marry Andrew. That's it. Like, she's not doing this for power. She's doing it because she wants to marry the boy she likes. Imagine fucking that, right?
I can imagine. Johnny, you've been very silent. What are your thoughts?
I'm just chillaxing. I mean, thoughts about what, John?
The future?
I just don't want. I don't want to lose any more party members. That's really it. So
Yeah.
keep her family alive. That's all she has.
Yeah. And like our characters have been together for the last 7 years. We aren't just a pack of strangers. We're family. At the end of it.
By this point,
That's why it's kind of unfortunate that the time skip was as vague as it was for the childhood thing. Because I mean, you live together like day and night, literally day and night for 7 fucking years.
we all know each other.
Know each other. We're our own best friends, our family. We are the people that know each other's secrets because, well, we've been living in each other's pockets. There's a reason I don't hide shit from you guys. Olwen trusts you guys with her life and more.
I mean, people's lives are kind of questionably valuable at this rate with how the Red Sun is.
Well, you know what I mean. Going up against the Red Sun always sucks. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a really weak and shitty one like I did tonight. And then sometimes you roll a 63 and you go up against superiority for the 3rd fucking time.
Good
I
thing
think you would have
that
died.
Yeah,
I
think
probably would have. I mean, there is one good side to all of this when it comes to the superiority thing. It might be getting stronger, but Olwen's sense of I'm better than everybody gets weaker every time she goes fucking sees them. How do I know I'm weaker? I don't know. Maybe because I'm dead again. Olwen questions how the demon's gotten so much more powerful when her sense of I'm better than everybody has plummeted.
It's just the corruption seeping in. You die over and over.
It is.
But I mean, you're marrying a prince. You are objectively better than quite a few peasants.
She doesn't feel it after she just got blown out of the sky by a random fucking bomber.
You got back up.
Barely.
My thing I was interested about was what did Man in White hit you with? I thought that was anti-magic.
Yeah, it was the anti-magic powder. Luckily, I died a little too soon for it to have taken enough effect to kick me out of the red sun.
Yeah, yeah. So
No, I had that same thought, but I realized he hit me with that the exact same time that
yeah, that's the way Matt
the
wanted to
thing
do
hit.
it, right? So yeah.
Well, I also remember how he explained how that poison worked. It takes about 10 seconds for it to take effect or something like that.
Right.
No,
Or a
it
couple
takes
minutes.
it takes about a minute,
Yeah.
2 minutes.
And that's what
So-
happens when he rolls a 1, so he died
Yeah.
quick.
I died too quick for the anti-magic to kill me.
Good.
So that's a mixed blessing. On the one hand, I'm not dead. On the other hand, I was. You see? You see my conundrum as to whether or not this is a good thing. I'll take it as being fine, neutral luck. Oh, you're lucky you didn't die to the anti-magic. Yeah, because I died to something else.
Died while the anti-magic was in effect.
Well, that was the thing. It was starting. If
Yeah.
it continued, I would have been fucked if it had drained all of my magic. But that wasn't how it worked. It takes a well, he said it was a slow effect version of it for the other one, but he says all of it always takes a little bit for it to.
And I can
actually-
imagine since he didn't he's
that?
just gonna come back again and have something better for next time that kicks in quicker.
Oh yeah, probably. Next time he's just gonna bring like a tactical nuke full of anti-magic powder.
He can't kill you harder than he already has.
Can't he though?
I don't know.
I don't want to take that chance.
Yeah.
I mean, I did break his toys, so I'm sure he's not happy with me. Welcome back, Matt.
Mm.
So Andrew had to run back off, right?
Yes, very quickly.
I'm gonna go see the queen.
You're standing in the middle of the burning,
Watching her castle burn down.
it's actually going out pretty quick. Like,
Oh yeah.
people are
Has anybody gotten a
firebending the
medic to
shit
her?
out of the fire and guttering it quickly.
Has anybody gotten a medic to her?
She's got
just send
minor
me.
burns. She'd be
Yeah.
considered a low tier or a low level.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna use my low level light magic to start healing her. Because
Huh,
I might
do
not be
you-
as good. I might
Do
not
you
be-
have that?
Okay, so all the light magic stuff is light runes.
Okay.
And the casting is all dependent on how good you are. I'm nowhere near what like if she didn't have an arm, I would not be able to heal that.
Minor
I mean,
scrapes
you're
and
using
bruises
your-
and
You're using your quill for power.
That's the one. But
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna.
like, want some scotch? I'm gonna need a lot more scotch, but before the end of the night. Like,
Oh yes. How about we make it a toast as well?
well, that's dangerous. What are we toasting
Oh,
to?
we're toasting to a marriage proposal.
Oh, shit. That means I have to get gifts and what. Ugh,
Well, mine to be particular.
I know. I'm not getting married
Yes.
anytime soon that I know of.
I hope
And
not.
hmm.
Well, to give you the full story, the king of the Night Court wishes to not so subtly open lines of communication, as he is, in addition, not particularly pleased with the recent bombing. And as a sort of peace offering, he is allowing Andrill to propose to me. Since I am a noble of the kingdom here.
Oh, well, first things first. When that is secure,
It is paperwork is signed, proposals happened.
great. Not that I don't trust you, but I'm gonna have to run that.
Oh, I already have a copy, and I'll have it transferred to our PDA. It is
Oh god, this is a
exactly.
paperwork nightmare.
Oh, yes, it is.
But the amount of freedom on both sides, there's no penalty clauses other than the marriage contract is canceled, which is nice. You don't have to pay reparations. There's no like permanent insult, no feuding. It's just, haha, you lose the marriage contract.
He's very angry with the order.
Oh, I bet he is. He's a very vindictive person. Why we haven't gone to war with him?
I have additional good news. Well, good-ish news. He's transferring troops to support us at the defensive positions.
Oh my goodness. Ugh. I'm sick and tired of this order crap. They're worse than the old world, really, because they've taken all the power of the old world and then twisted it to resist our greatest weapons against the old world.
Hmm. In addition, we are already beginning operations to give the order a headache. Let's just say. Which is to say, the Scavenger King is going to be pressed into service. If you're aware of what that is.
Hmm.
I don't know if that was an answer, Matthew.
No, she smiles, kind of leans back. Well, and takes a sip, hands you her tumbler. I don't have anything to clink glasses with, but
I'll give her an air toast and take a sip as well before handing it back.
yeah, no, she hands you the bottle. You can take
Oh.
a sip out of the bottle.
Oh, yeah, no. I'll clink the bottle to her glass.
All right. Well, once I get your show of force to encourage the other families to get on board.
Do you think blowing up a Sun Eater would be a sufficient show of force?
I mean, I'm talking about boots on the ground,
Ah,
planes in
them.
the air. Yeah,
Um,
like if you marching with like platoons of like troops or robots, I don't know what you got really.
I've got about 200 combat units ready and waiting.
March them in, and
And
make sure you have a standard on them so that people don't start shooting them with laser sun shit. I don't know.
I'm just gonna use the team symbol for it.
Oh, great. Make sure it's very, 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 very visible. Like,
I believe it was gold and black, so it's very distinctive.
good, because if you don't make it obnoxiously noticeable, some people might go, "Oh no, robots! That's the order," especially after bombing. The bombing thing. Yeah.
You know what, Matt? For this show of force, I'm gonna make sure the tanker's in with us.
Yeah.
Let them all think about that for a minute.
Yeah, it was a big ass tank, but at the same time, Flock did really well against it.
Yeah, okay.
And
It's a show of force, not an actual function.
right. Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's a
Vernon,
big ass scary spider tank. That's definitely a thing.
it's impressive.
Is
That's
there
its
a big
point.
ass scary spider tank marching in with 200 robots?
Hmm. Wait, does the queen ask me that?
No, it's just kind
Oh
of
yeah,
a
just
people
like the
are
general thought.
sitting there going, what, why is this happening?
And I will. I mean,
Hmm.
like for the show of force, would you like a visible pledge of loyalty as well?
Oh
Just to
no,
show.
I already got you a paper for that. We're good.
No, I meant for the more the show of it.
No. I mean, yes, that'd be cool, but it's not necessary.
I'm just wondering if you think it would be encourage them to cooperate further.
Yeah, why not? You know what? If we're gonna go all out, we're gonna go really all out here. Like, I'm sick and tired of this crap.
Yeah, I'll make a production. I'll help her make a production of it.
Well,
You know, soldiers salute her, all that fun jazz.
oh yeah, we're gonna be all about that. I'll have to do. All right. And then I'll let you guys kind of plan from there.
Yeah.
And she gives you a box. She could take a box of medals out of her thing, and you're like, yeah, make sure they apply. Like, yeah,
I'll pick appropriate things.
give them to your friends too. Gotta make sure they're like
Hmm.
nice and pretty. I sincerely hope the tailor's not dead, along with all this stuff, because we're gonna get you nice outfits, fancy. Maybe you can customize your uniforms.
I already have the fanciest outfit.
I think you
Yeah,
do.
you do. You really
What?
do. Yeah.
Hey, what medal do you want?
More importantly, I kind of hopped on with two things in mind tonight, Matt. I was wondering if
Oh.
I could go over the other thing.
Go for it.
Key developments. I kind of assumed at this point, Matt, that over the course of these few weeks that we would have that they would have been teaching me basic key development and pathways and having me meditate and do that. But it seems that unless I actively ask you for roles and how I'm doing and what I'm doing with it, it's not really going to make much changes. So let's do some key development. How far can I get after I get my tattoos?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you just need to practice, and we'll get you some channeling and some gates open, and we'll just have some rules for it. Because you probably a key guy, and he's gonna teach you.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a high enthusiasm for punching things, though. So beware of that.
I tell him that I do as well, but I plan to be an enhancer rather than a protection specialist.
He is not phased at all, as long as you're using key and you're punching people.
Uh-huh.
He's all about that. That hit that, tap that, back that.
Oh, on the floor, snap that.
Mm-hmm.
Do they provide any pills for their students, or is it just, there you
When
go?
you make
just...
when you make sufficient progress, yeah, they'll give you some key circulation pills, which actually for beginners highlights the key within a person's body, so that it's easier to circulate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. You want me to roll some willpower? You want me to roll an influence?
Sure.
Is this basic fundamentals development? Am I trying to open my channels for the first time? I'm not really getting much info
No,
here.
you're just gonna be pushing the development of it. You're gonna circulate the key for the first time.
Okay. And that's a willpower roll, you said, since it's all willpower based?
Yeah.
Meh?
Yeah.
Okay. Key circulation.
Ooh, that was a lot of damage.
Oh, that didn't work out. I added in a plus. That's why. Oh man, it's been so long since I tried to roll on a D100. There you go.
All right. Yeah, you basically start the first bit of key circulation. It's not a quick thing, but anything worth it's not gonna be quick. You get to actually see the key circulate in your body, which is kind of weird. Not gonna lie.
Considering the things we've seen so far, I really doubt it's weird.
No, it's weird. Because it's the different weird.
By the way, Matt,
Mm,
I still want to kill that Sun Eater tonight.
not tonight.
Why not?
I'm about to leave.
I was gonna say fuck it and just nuke it with the fucking AA guns because I don't got time for more.
Mm.
What? Feels bad.
If you don't kill it nicely, then Luna can't get the pelt.
Do you want the pelt that badly, John?
Yes,
Johnny?
that's the only that's the only time I'll ever get a like real upgrade.
Oh, fucking fine. I just wanted to kill it and be done with it.
Nope. No easy path for you.
Savor the moment.
No, the entire point of this was to have all this ready for when I finally killed it. Now, I mean, everything else was in position.
What's the rush?
To have it done, mostly.
Leon's always in a rush for stuff. Always.
No, I just want this one done because it's. I don't know.
When I want you to prep for another 4 sessions.
Fucking whatever.
Did he leave? You still here, Liam? I think he's gone.
I'm still here.
Oh, for my medal, I would like a
No. Whatever it is, no.
Okay,
No, what's up?
a medal of great valiant.
Was that English?
Yes, yes, it was.
Valiant or Valiance?
Valiance.
So you want a Medal of Valor?
I don't know. That was the first thing Clarity came up with whenever you asked him what kind of medal you want. Mostly because he's pretty sure there's not going to be one for that specifically.
I'm gonna give him Medal of Valor if that's okay. The Queen's kind of left it up to me to pick what, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, she's not really looking too hard at the contents of it.
I'll award us vaguely appropriate medals, whatever.
Vaguely appropriate.
I'm not gonna think about this any harder than the Queen is, okay?
But what if I want to know exactly what medal I got so that I can show it off to all my friends?
Mark it as a Medal of Valor. There you go. Actually, let me check what a Medal of Valor was awarded for.
I'll take the spider heart, please.
Spider hurt?
It's like the purple, except for spider. The spider heart.
You just want to do your spider dance more aggressively at people.
See my nice medal I have? Don't you wish you had?
Don't you wish you had this spider medal too? I don't know. Let's see, medals and ribbons. Let's take a look. Why did this promptly bring me to a website where you can buy them? It weeds me out.
Oddly appropriate.
Definitely getting a purple heart. Clarity, you're definitely getting a purple heart.
Okay.
I mean, I think all of us have been killed in battle now, right?
Yes. No? Luna
Luna.
hasn't.
I don't think Vida has either.
Nope.
Shit, we gotta go kill both. So we can
Fuck
see their
yourself.
sun.
She was very close though. She lost her eyes, actually, which when we grafted some new ones.
Obviously, I need to give myself a distinguished flying medal.
Luna, clearly we should make you go up against the Elder Sun Eater in single combat until you win and get the pelt for yourself. You'll die so many times that we won't even have to worry about it.
You know, that actually doesn't sound like the worst plan I've heard.
The worst plan you've heard being shoot molten lava at it so it gets really strong and then it makes it harder to fight.
Yeah, that one. I think there was
Hey.
another one where Hayden suggested throwing light at it, and I was like,
Yes, I too would like to feed the entirety of Hayden's light abilities to the Sun Eater so that we make it super strong and get more XP out of it. That's how
I
this
don't think
game
that's
works,
how
right?
that works. I don't think that's how that works, no. I feel like that's the opposite of what we want.
Ooh! We could lead it into Order territory after feeding it ungodly amounts of light. And just have it be their problem.
Just throw it at them. Have fun.
Trebuchet it? Ooh, interesting.
Have Divided, drop it in a cat's world, teleport her over Order space, drop it out on their capital.
Fuck, can she even do that? What is there a limit, Matt? What is the limit?
Where do we draw the line? The sad thing is that this really isn't the worst plans we've come up with either. It wouldn't even be the dumbest thing to work if it did work.
Luna, you just need to make a giant web, dude. Just make a giant web so that you catch those bombers as they come in.
Poison. Oh, bombers. I think you're talking about Sunny for a second.
You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
I wonder if we could do something like that. Do you think that would actually not like I don't mean like, oh yeah, no, we have like it strung between the mountains. No, I mean like what do you think if we actually set that up on like a net launcher and just shot it up over the bombers as they came in?
You know what's really interesting? It's that the only thing that breaks my new thread is, you know what the order doesn't have? What's that?
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could totally do
Oh,
that.
not in fire. Fire also works.
Just invest merit points into it, dude.
Yeah, that's all I gotta do.
Make it fire resistant.
What would that even be? Might?
Spirit. What I need are air units. That's what I really need.
What I need is about 5 years in the mountains so that I can become a well-developed key user.
I was thinking, I need to figure out what the time dilation is for these planets. All we gotta do, planet jumping, boys. We just jump in, do all the training on the planets, and then come back full adults.
Good God.
I have been considering asking for... Divida's got a magical planet, right?
Oh yeah, it's like a jungle world.
I
And
have
it's
been
mystical. Yeah.
I have been considering just asking to go like train under the most magical waterfall.
I know waterfall you can train under.
Is it magical?
I don't know. Hey Matt, is that giant fuck off waterfall magical in any way?
Yep, gonna go to Dividus then.
It is, however, the biggest and heaviest water flow in the entire country.
But it's not magical, so I don't care. Speaking of
It
which,
is.
when are you gonna use your connections to get me a high magic dark zone where I can start grinding at?
Well, I mean, I just got the marriage proposal, so now I have the excuse to do it. So it depends on when I'm allowed to talk to Andrel about it. So I suppose the real answer to that is sooner than you expected.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
We're busy dealing with bombers now. Going to war against techno business.
Honestly, I think we're gonna put in a concentrated effort to go capture that fucking drone facility, the one that's making the soldiers, so that I can start producing maybe air units. Probably can
Yeah,
make
it's just gonna
those.
take a couple months. That's just, we gotta get through.
Yeah, no, we just need to make it through until then.
Or die.
One of the two.
Well played.
Playing League, Matt?
Yeah. I'm doing too well.
We're kind of getting.
Dunked on?
We gotta call
not
it for the
not
night then.
particularly, but we're struggling a little
Yeah.
You already did.
You
Okay,
gonna hop
perfect.
off